got so much in storing. Talking about whoring, how not to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to speak for the ladies that keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you would pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi. Whew. I think I'm finna buy this wig longer so it can be big, like how Meg Thee Stallion curly wig be. And I would just cut it. So what? What? Did you say that to me already?
I didn't say anything. I was gonna say something that's gonna piss you off.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I love how my culture is just steal your costume.
This is my hair texture. This is what my hair does. This is my hair texture. And this ain't your hair texture either, so this wouldn't be your culture.
Are you calling me a nappy-headed nitty muggin?
Oh my God!
Did you say your nigger hair can't do this? You can't put butterflies because they'll be drowned by your naps? Is that what you just said to me? Talindria? Did you say my fucking carpet hair can't have cute shit and bangs to cascade across my motherfucking face because I'm just so niggery? Is that what you just said to me?
I did not call you a cotton-headed ninny muggin. I did not say that. All I said was this is not your hair texture, which is true.
What's my texture?
Not this.
You don't say that either.
This is what I could take this wig off right now. I took my braids down. I took my braids down last night and my hair is brushed out. And my hair is brushed out. I'm trying to pick It was blow dried, so I still got it straight. But if I wet my hair,
it is not wet.
This is what it would do. This is what it would look like. I can't believe you made me do this.
I didn't do anything.
You're a piece of shit. I don't ever pull my car. I'll take my fucking wig off.
No one told this young lady to take her wig off. Glorilla over here just had to take her fucking wig off. I always bully you about your hair texture. It's our thing. It is our thing.
Not today.
No one told you to take that goddamn wig off.
Well, it came off, didn't it?
You called me a nigger, so I had to improvise.
You a nigger. You called yourself a nigger and got upset with me.
I hope it's crooked.
It might be. I don't give a fuck. It's back on there, ain't it? The hell?
Well, what an intro. Hello, welcome back to the Jokes on You podcast.
All I was saying was that I wanted a bigger one, so to be longer, like when Meg Thee Stallion wears her big, giant fluff.
I had a really cute, big, curly wig like that once upon a year.
The scissor one?
The scissor one, and I have not been able to find that texture of hair since.
I would say look on OQ Hair.
It's impossible.
They have all the good African-American textures.
But it wasn't even kinky. It was like a...
Yucky?
It wasn't yucky. It wasn't kinky straight. It wasn't yucky. It was like, they called it like Mongolian curly. It was some ridiculous shit, but it was silky.
So did it come curly and you blew it out?
No. It was naturally...
Send a picture of it so I can look for it.
It was like a big curly texture, but it was still like a silky kind of curl. It wasn't a kinky curl.
Okay.
But it was so fucking nice, and I have no idea where to find it these days. Like, this is it.
Where did you get it from originally?
This is it. Like, wet when it was long, and then I cut it.
Who's that in that picture?
That was Cat Williams.
That's what I thought. I was like, why is
it was
Cat Williams? It was Cat Williams.
When I was a PA, I was his talent escort. And then once I cut it, it was like this cute little bob situation.
See, it looks blown out there, but it's not.
But it's not. So, like, this is it wet, and then once it dried, it had this little look to it. I cannot find this texture nowhere in the fucking
I would say
world.
look on OQ Hair.
Maybe I should make a video like, can y'all find this texture so I can get another wig made like this with the little bang? Because that was my scissor wig. It was a moment in time. And when I did blow it out and like do shit to it, it was so fucking cute. Like, this was me at Spell House that year. Man, Spell House used to be like a moment, man.
Yeah.
What a time.
I don't think I'm ever going back out there.
Oh, yeah. They got your picture up at the gate.
I bet they do. Fuck them.
Okay. So, yeah, make sure you get on the Patreon, Jokes on You podcast on Patreon. We're uploading. We have some letters that we put on there because y'all are too long fucking winded. Okay.
I like the long-winded letters. We can't physically read them here. So,
yes.
On over to the Patreon.
This is just another catch-up episode because we have been gone.
We was going to talk about pride. We was going to be who
you are for your pride. Okay.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride. We didn't address pride hard enough in the first episode. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so let's do our letters and then go into the joke of the week and then go into the topic.
Letter.
Okay, we have a fun letter. This doesn't seem super long, so let's do it. The subject is, please help me get my high school sweetheart nigga back.
Okay.
Hey, Mel and Talley, I just discovered y'all's podcast a month ago, and I've been consuming the episodes like water. I love how relatable y'all are. From one beautiful, funny, Christian, but chaotic hottie to another. I see y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are needed. I didn't have many female friends that I'm close to, nor do I have a therapist or sister, so I'm hoping y'all can help. My name is Destiny.
You get down to see that therapist.
It's really redacted, but just call me Destiny. I have a crush on a boy I went to high school with named Blessing. It's really redacted, but please call him Blessing. Okay. No one's going to guess these names. Blessing is Ghanaian, so he was really well behaved and focused in school. I could tell his parents were strict because he didn't even go to prom. Looking back, I think we lightly flirted and had really good rapport. I remember really enjoying his sense of humor. Back in 2022, I saw him on Hinge and sent him a like. Immediately, I went through our Twitter and Instagram DMs and noticed not only did he heart a story here or there, but he also tried to get my attention 10 years ago.
Damn.
Right after we graduated high school, he sent me a DM on Twitter basically asking for my number. Me being me, I overlooked it and never responded. I was very mad at my old self because now Blessing is absolutely my ideal partner. He's cute, smart, funny, sweet, and we have a really good banter. He never matched me back, but responded to my story months later. I told him, hold on, nigga. I tried with you on Hinge and you blew me off. He sent a voice note basically apologizing and asked if we could hang out. Of course, I agreed. He picked a location, time, and date, and I smiled because this is the responsible Blessing I remember. The date was fun, and it was really nice catching up with him. We didn't kiss, though. There were multiple opportunities for us, too. I chalked it up to him being shy. Things kind of fizzled out, and I was upset, but not really sure what to make of it.
A month later, I was invited to an African club for my friend's birthday. I looked really sexy that night. Pics will be attached. As I was walking to the section near the bathroom, I bumped into Blessing. It felt like an episode of Insecure. We laughed, and I ended up ditching my friends and spending the rest of the night with him. We were in each other's faces, flirting, laughing, and talking. I'm pretty sure I asked why he ghosted me, and whatever answer he gave me was good enough for me to look past it, but not memorable enough for me to remember now. We ended up walking to his car, and he finally kissed me. We proceeded to have the most intense and passionate make-out session I've had in a long time. I love making out. So amazing. We had so much chemistry. I probably would have fucked him if he was a random nigga, but I had so much respect for him. I only let him suck my titties. What a sentence.
You know, pause. I love a good makeout that like ends up getting the titty sucked.
And it stops.
And then that's it.
Ugh.
I be talking to niggas, I'm like, you did suck my titties at one time.
Hi, how you doing? I be seeing like you used to suck my titties. You sucked my titties at one time. How you been? How your mama now? You okay? Good.
Good time.
It's niggas that used to suck my titties. They got like whole families and kids. Now I'd be like, you deserve.
Good for you,
Good
man.
for you. That's a good man.
I forgot. I was thinking about somebody I talked to the other day. I was like, he did suck my titties at one time.
Good for him.
Everybody suck my titties though.
Anyway, we planned on seeing each other again 2 weeks later since his birthday was in a week. This is important in parentheses. Conversation kind of slowed down after that night, and I held off texting him until his birthday. He was so appreciative. I called him a couple days before our date to confirm that we were still going. We were. Our second date went wonderfully, and we sat in my car and made out. Before I knew it, we made plans to meet at my house. When we got to my house, I had a gift, some cologne and a card, waiting for him for his birthday. I did it because when we talked on the phone, he mentioned his love language being gifts, but never really receiving anything from anyone. That's always sad when niggas say that. One thing led to another, and we gave each other head.
When they tell the truth.
When they tell the truth. Wait, what? One thing led to another, we gave each other head. We possibly would have fucked if we had a condom, but he didn't come prepared. That morning, he kissed me and told me I was beautiful. I silently started planning a life with him. Communication once again fizzled out. It sounds like he got a bitch. Communication once again fizzled out. I sent him an invite to my birthday brunch. Mind you, his birthday is at the beginning of June. Mine was 2 weeks later at the end of June, but he did not RSVP. On my actual birthday, 2 days later, he didn't wish me a happy birthday, and I was absolutely done.
Oh!
He wants you to die.
Blessing is a curse.
He's a curse. Does good. I called him the next day to charge him up, and he did not answer. I blocked his number immediately. I unfollowed him off IG and Twitter. I was good and over him until October 2023. He found my TikTok, followed me, and liked a few videos. I was confused, but later realized he was still following me on Twitter and IG as well. I was mad at myself for blocking his number because that confirmed he was still so oblivious and aloof to how I was feeling. I'll never know if he ever called me back or tried to text me. Recently, I got into cybersecurity, and it got me thinking about him a lot. I visited his online profiles. Not you said... We're in. I visited his online profiles and remember how handsome and charming and intelligent he is. I kept rereading our DMs and even discovered he tried to get my attention on Facebook senior year of high school. I want to tell him how I feel, but I also want to charge him up for what he did. I felt really stupid for treating him so well on his birthday when he didn't do the same for me. Huge red flag. IDK if I still see him as the same innocent Blessing from high school. Well, he's a grown man now. And that's why I'm giving him so much grace. But in truth, I didn't have to get him a gift and I didn't have to block him. I know common sense and 10 out of 10 people would describe him as a good nigga without a doubt. I know niggas aren't perfect, but IDK if I'm making excuses for him. He has emotional intelligence, common sense, and 10 out of 10 people would describe him as a good nigga without a doubt. I can see him as my husband. I can see him around my family at Thanksgiving. I see us traveling, watching shows, making love, laughing. Even our wedding hashtag.
Wake up.
Come back. You got to come back. Even our wedding hashtag would be perfect. And then she puts examples of the wedding hashtag. Do you think I should reach out? What do I say? How do I articulate how he made me feel but get him to want to date me? At the very least, I kind of want to be fuck buddies. P.S. We're both 30 now. When the idea of dating came up, he said he'd probably be ready in 2 years, but it's been 2 years. Love y'all. Thanks, bye. And I'm not even being a hater. He has a bitch.
And I'm going to touch your hand when I say this. This is the paragraph.
Wake up.
Come here. Come back.
Come back.
Does that seem like something you want? But let me tell you, you're never going to get it. Because...
You can go down this path if you want to.
But wedding hashtags, baby.
You're a little far gone.
Now I'm going to look at the pictures. You look cute.
You're so pretty.
You are a beautiful African queen. And this man is African.
You got some good titties.
These are some solid titties.
You got some solid tits.
If you don't, dang, you can't go to 11:45, child. You heard about what they got going on?
They shot it all up.
They done shenanigan down to the 11:45. This is very cute. However,
I think you're romanticizing this because you knew him when you were a girl, and you think that if it all pans out, that it would be like a nice love story. And I don't know you, so you're welcome to tell me to go fuck myself. But that whole not doing anything
for your birthday. You talking about this is like insecure. This is like insecure. When a nigga forgets your birthday, he don't give a
fuck. Especially if you went out of your way to get him something for his birthday, and y'all birthdays is within 2 weeks apart. There's no excuse for that. And honestly, the lack of communication, it sounds like he has a bitch. I'm sorry.
And not to be xenophobic, but he African, so you probably got a wife.
He might have more than one wife.
And some kids.
And yeah.
Love you.
I don't know. I don't know, sis, because I don't want you to feel like we're talking to you like you're stupid. I don't think you're stupid, but I think you're romanticizing this.
You've romanticized too close to the sun.
You romanticized it to the point.
He hasn't even given you that much.
He has not. Like, you're like, I'm ready to do it, and he's like, I don't know. Even the fact that you matched with him on Hinge, he's seen that shit. He saw that shit. And then he liking your pictures and shit.
And also, he might be punishing you for curving him 46 years ago because you know how niggas operate.
Dude, never let a man you curved into your life. Oh, baby. You got to keep that nigga where he at.
Because he might very well be punishing you. You are very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I love when the girls send pictures. Mm-hmm. Get some visuals. And again,
the listeners are bad bitches. They some bad bitches.
But yeah, that's all we got for the Le Tour. Yeah. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share.
Damn wedding hashtags.
And the hashtags weren't that clever.
I wasn't.
You could come up with some different ones.
You can find somebody with a better name than that.
I know there's a theme there. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
You
can come up with some better hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it.
And they need to be more you-centric. I don't even think you should have his name in it at all.
Okay, joke of the week. So my joke of the week is I'm not gonna say I'm a hypochondriac, but if there is something wrong with me, I'm going to investigate it. So I was out of breath, so I decided to investigate. I go to the doctor. They recommended me to another doctor, and what else? Just doctors. Long story short, I had to get I'm fine. Mm-hmm. I hope. But I had to get
I think you'll be fine.
I think I'll be fine. But it turns out I'm anemic, and that's why I've been short of breath. And it's not an asthma problem. It's my anemia. And then also I was like, well, let's just rule everything out. So I had to get a chest sonogram to make sure that my heart is fine. And she had to do a sonogram.
Make sure my heart is fine.
Well, yeah, because it's under my boob. So she had to do a sonogram of my boob. And she was like going all over here. She was going up under it, and it was hurting. And she was like looking confused. She was like, I'm sorry, I know it's uncomfortable. My bad. Like, that's just how I have to go harder because it's hard to see your heart from this angle. And I was like, well, why? She was like, there's like a reflection. There's like something blocking. And I was like, well, what's blocking is boob and heart. Like, what can you not see? And she was like, usually when patients have breast augmentations, it's hard to see the heart in the sonogram. I was like, well, I don't have a breast augmentation. So she was just like, in so many words, you have beautiful, perky, perfect titties. And it's hard for me to see your heart because such glorious titty meat is blocking the view to your heart. And I thought that was just so funny to me because, wow. Iconic.
Good tit.
Good tit. And I'm just...
Anytime I have to take my titties out at the doctor, they be like, damn! Like...
Whoa!
Did
you see the girl on TikTok with the ginormous titties?
That lady grabbed... I can't pull my titty out in this podcast. Sign up for Patreon.
But that's somebody else.
Oh, well, there's no titties on Patreon. But you're talking about somebody else. My bad.
The lady who grabbed her titties out like toddlers.
And it looked like she was stretching pizza dough?
Yeah.
I said, oh, that's titty.
That's titty. But it's another girl on TikTok whose titties literally are down here.
That sounds miserable.
And not even super saggy, but they're like meaty the whole way down. Was cheating on her husband with her husband's cousin. And in North Carolina, you can sue the side bitch in North Carolina. So the husband's cousin's wife sued her.
She had to spread them titties around.
That is a lot of titty. That's
a
teamwork titty right there.
Titty. She had to share it around. Suing the side bitch crazy.
Let's get real titties in this bitch.
I mean, I get it. I know. I might sue a side bitch. Because I know what you over there doing. I didn't dick cyst. Cease and dick cyst. No, I didn't like that.
You didn't like it? No title? Mm-mm. Dick cyst?
Mm-mm. It wasn't my favorite. Sounds like there's a cyst on the dick.
Ah, damn.
Mm-mm. We can't.
Subpoenis.
She's getting a subpoenis. That was funny. I enjoyed that. Yeah, subpoenis. That was good. My joke of the week is that my brother graduated from high school, and as Negro families do, we went out to a nice little lunchy brunch after the situation, which is so funny because my uncle showed up, and when I say that nigga don't do shit he don't want to do, he showed up to the graduation, stood in the hallway, watched the boy across the stage, and then he had scheduled a flight for right after the graduation, so he did not have to hang out with the family. And I said, you know what that is? That's a smart motherfucker right there. That's a smart nigga.
Wait, start over? Sorry.
My uncle, my father's youngest brother, came to the graduation late, so he missed all the fluff. Stood in the hallway, watched the boy across the stage, came and took a little picture with us. It was like, okay, I gotta catch a flight. I gotta go.
Got the fuck on.
Yeah, got the fuck on because my family, if you haven't gathered by now, is very intense. So I've been in no contact with my father as he deserves, but because the way our family is set up, like I'm gonna see.
Now, what you over there watching?
Over there watching ass.
You know when SpongeBob got caught watching porn, it was like the little sea monster going like, yes. You over there watching porn.
You over there watching porn. Shame. But anyway, I've been in no contact with my father as he deserves, but because of how our family is set up, like we're going to be at the same family events, especially if it's for my brother. So, he's at the graduation. I really didn't say much to him. He said, hey, Jasmine. I said, hello. And he said, how are you? I said, I'm well. That was the meat of it because I really have not been giving him any extra, talk. Right. I've not been mean. I've not been nasty, but just, I don't have nothing to say to you. So we go to the lunch, and he sits far away from me, which is perfect because the type of shit he be doing, he will come and sit directly next to me. But people have asked him to leave me the fuck alone. So I everything's good. My grandma paid for my lunch, which was great because I'm the bad bitch grandchild. You know what I'm saying? Spoiled, period. So my granddad had went outside to smoke a cigarette or something, and I wasn't paying attention to where my dad was because I'm just not considering him. I thought maybe he was washing his hands as he obsessively does. Whatever. So I'm getting ready to go. I said, okay, bye, I'm getting ready to go. And everybody's looking at me like, you're leaving right now? And everybody has a concern on their face. And I'm like, yeah, I'm finna go home. What's tea? What's going on? They're like, okay then, girl. Bye. What I now realize is that they were trying to tell me that my father was right outside the restaurant. He was outside with my granddad while my granddad was smoking. So I go outside and I see them. I say, okay, bye. I wave, whatever. And my dad's like, come here, Jasmine. And I was like, no. My granddad, who loves mess, was like...
My grandfather, a A mess sommelier.
A mess sommelier, a prolific mess maker and mess haver, was like, come here, Jasmine. And that's the damn patriarch of the family. I'm not finna tell him no.
Fine.
So I said, fine. I come over there. So I give my granddaddy a hug. I say bye. Mind you, my daddy's birthday had just passed. And I tweeted about it. I celebrated his birthday in my own way at home. I do love the nigga. He just can't be in my life. I had my blunt. He likes to make the break and bake cookies and put butter on them because he is very health conscious. But when he eats sweets, like, he gonna fat it up. He gonna clog the arteries. I had my butter chocolate chip cookies. I did all the things that he would do for himself on his birthday.
Sure.
So I get over there. He was like, he talks like me. He's like, you ain't called me on my birthday, not a happy birthday. Fuck you. Go to hell, nothing. I ain't heard shit from you. And my dad has a habit of saying shit that he thinks will villainize me in front of other people. And he has not learned by now that my answer is not going to change. Like, if you're there, my answer is not going to change because Melanie here. I'm going to say whatever the fuck I feel if you pull my card about it. I don't care who we in front of. You can pull my card in front of Jesus. I'm going to tell the truth. So he thought that I was going to water down my answer because my grandfather was there. And I said, well, I didn't call you on your birthday because you make me sad and you make me angry and I can't sleep at night because of how awful you've been to me. So I didn't feel in my spirit to tell you happy birthday. And had I called you to tell you happy birthday, it would have been fake. And I probably would have ruined your birthday. And I don't feel like that's what anybody deserves on their birthday. So I did not call you because I didn't want to be mean to you on your birthday. That leads him into a tailspin. So he starts fussing at me on the sidewalk about how we were doing so good and he doesn't know what happened and what went wrong and all these things. And I'm like, I genuinely don't want to yell. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. I don't want to yell on the street side with you. I don't want to have this conversation. I said that I don't want to have a relationship with you. What do you want? So he's like fussing and he's like, just tell me like what I can do to fix it. And I'm like, well, what? And I'm asking him questions so he understands where I'm coming from. And I'm like, what if there is no way that you could fix it?
It's done.
And he's like, what do you mean?
I'm 31.
And I said, what if I don't want a relationship with you? Then what? I said, you just gonna make me do it? I said, what if I don't want to do any of this with you? What do you want? And he's like, well, I guess if you don't want a relationship with me, I'm supposed to eat dick about it. There you go. That's it. So we're going back and forth. Mind you, my person is there to pick me up because I didn't drive to the graduation because I thought it was going to give me anxiety. And I didn't take an Uber because I thought that was going to be worse than the driving. And shit's going on with my car. It's just a whole thing. So he's sitting, you know where the Midtown Marlowe's Tavern is, right?
Over there by the Old City Center?
Over there by the Publix.
Yes.
So he's in that parking lot waiting to pick me up. And so he's fussing at me. I'm texting him. I'm like, hey, like, me and my dad are into it. He's like, do I need to come over there? I'm like, no, like, because that's going to make it worse. I'm like, I'm good, whatever. So he's screaming at me. I'm on my period while all of this is happening. So I'm trying not to melt down on the side of the street. Mind you, I've never had any PCOS, anything like that. I have bad periods, but like nothing that is like...
Call a doctor about.
My stomach started hurting so bad and I started sweating and he's just on the side of the street. And I'm like, you're making me physically sick. And he's like, I don't want to hear that shit. Like, we just talking. Ain't nothing I'm doing that's making you so sick. Da, 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 da. And then I threw up. And so, which was very funny. He was like, oh, come on, Jasmine. You're so dramatic.
Where did you throw up at?
I threw up, like, right near his feet. So
you should have threw up on him.
I tried, but I didn't work out that way. But I threw up, and he's like, oh, my God, come on, please. Like, he's the type of person that will, like, harass you, and then when you have a reaction to it, it's like, okay, now you doing too much. And I'm like, I literally keep telling you that I don't want to do this.
Several times I've asked you to leave me
So
alone.
I don't know if you ever felt your skin start getting inflamed and start erupting. You'll see right now I have such bad acne right here, and my foundation is covering it up, but all of this is fucked, and I'm getting some fucked upness on this side.
That's great. It's been weeks.
It's been weeks. I felt the left side of my face start getting hot and like, not necessarily like pimples grew like a cartoon, but like I felt this side. I felt it in my face, and I said, "I'm just not feeling well." And that's the only reason he let me go, because I'm like, and let me go is crazy, but he kept pulling me back to the conversation, and I'm like, bro, like I will
drop dead right
I need to. I felt like I was gonna drop dead. So, and I promise it's funny eventually. So I'm getting ready.
Because everybody's like,
no, it was horrible. But I'm getting ready to. I keep saying like I gotta go, bro. Like, and you're arguing with me like we go together. That's part of this. That's all.
I'm your child.
I'm your child. You arguing me on the street like this is a breakup. Like stop. Like I don't want to do it. So he's like, I said I'm finna go. He's like, well, where he at? I'm gonna walk you over there. I said, do you think you finna walk up after harassing me on the street and making me cry to the nigga I love and that loves me and shit finna be sweet? Do you think? And I said, what? I said, you are the only person that thinks you get to abuse me. and everybody's gonna be okay with it. I said, you go over there. You think it's not gonna be a problem? You think he used to be like, oh, hey, Mr. Talley, is that what you think?
Thank you.
Thanks for dropping off my sobbing girlfriend. Is that what you think? that you caused? You think this shit finna happen right now, nigga?
Here you go, I'm done with her.
So
go love her now. What?
As a result of all of this, my hormones and my body, and of course, science, it may not have been that was the catalyst, but I do, like I said, I believe the body keeps score, nigga, is crazy, but I think the body does keep score, because after that, my hormones and my health has been out of control. I say all that to say, this armpit turned as black as this table. My armpit turned black, and I was already like, I'm like, okay, I'm putting the witch hazel on my face, I'm putting the hot towel to alternate between hot and cold, like, because I never had the best skin, but like having 18 active pimples is just not my ministry. So I'm trying to get my face back together. It came down a little bit. I went in the mirror because I put the glycolic acid under my armpits. And when I sniff check myself, I put my arm up and I put my whole face in it. I got to make sure. I lifted this arm. I said, ah! And that man was like, what's going on? I said, my armpit is black. And he was like, stop playing. I showed him the armpit. He was like, do you need to
Is this leprosy?
I thought it was leprosy.
Biblical.
He was like, do you need to go to the emergency room? And I'm like, I'm trying to wait till I start this job so I can get better insurance.
Because that's going to be $5 billion.
$5 billion from the this Grey's Anatomy ass ailment that I got. You know how Grey's Anatomy, everything cool. And they be like, oh, so this thing, like, we can just treat it. It's no problem. And it's like,
it's super cancer.
Yeah, no. Then it comes, where did I go wrong? And that's how you know the person is dying. Like, that's how I felt. So I'm going to go. They're going to be like, ma'am, you got black armpit syndrome. It just got here from Italy, and you're going to die. Like, that I felt about it. So it's one of those things. I see how people.
You go there for something normal, and then they put you in a fucking bubble, bitch. And everybody got a fucking hazmat suit on.
No, and it's like, some of my family members make fun of me because you know how they say, like, if a farmer goes to the hospital, that means something really is wrong, because a farmer won't go to the hospital for really any reason. I'm like a farmer about certain shit. Like, if it is too scary and I'm still moving about and going about my life,
yeah,
it's fine. Because if I go in there and they're like, you got 7.5 minutes to live, I'm going to be like, well, fuck. I could have enjoyed my last 7.5 minutes at the crib. I didn't have to know that I had 7.5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm not a farmer because I sneezed twice. I'm like, oh,
time to go to the doctor. No, my whole armpit turned black, and it's just now clearing up. It's still a little dark at the top. But, like, the fact that, like, this confrontation has physically altered me is crazy. Because, like, what? Do I have PCOS now? Like, is that what this is?
Did you just Bluetooth me a new sickness because
you're
so goddamn
into PCOS? Is that what you did? I'm sorry
that you have to go through
or
that.
Either PCOS or whatever happened. I know it was my hormones. Whatever happened, I know it was my hormones. And
you just malfunctioned.
And I've been feeling unwell since that encounter. And then so after that, we saw him because this is the second time now that he has done this to me, because when my brother was going to prom, he did the same shit at my stepmom's house. So this is the second time. So I guess when we went to the graduation party, I think my stepmom and all my aunts were like, leave her
the
fuck alone. So I bought my Mia with me, and Brittany was supposed to come too. She ended up not showing up because the weather is bad.
Stop saying it like that.
What? My Mia?
You said, okay, pause. My favorite teacher creator is Miss Pierce. She is so funny.
She is so funny.
And the way she plays all of the kids, like, my Mia.
I'm in a crash out. That's my favorite.
When she plays Dave Vaughn. The parent-teacher conference.
My favorite is the one where somebody in the room stank. Who is that? He's like, nah, I'm finna crash out. I'm finna crash out.
She is so funny. Shout out to Miss Pierce. That parent-teacher conference skit was so good.
I don't think I've seen it.
She played herself. She played Davon.
And the parents.
His mama and his daddy. And it was so
I'm going to go watch it as soon as we wrap.
So funny. But yes, that shit's crazy.
That's how you saying it, my man.
My man.
But he was there, and Brittany was supposed to come, but the weather was bad, and Brittany ain't gonna show up if the weather bad. She gonna be in the house enjoying the bad weather through her window.
Fair.
But yeah, so I think all my aunts and that, because I was bringing them for protection, like buffers, like keep this nigga the fuck away from me. But he didn't. First of all, he pissed me off so bad. He didn't show up to help set up, and I hate to trash talk him, but like, what the fuck? He didn't show.
No.
He didn't show up to help set up like it was an affair. Like, there was valet parking that they hired. There was...
I didn't know what was on my phone for the baby party. I like the valet.
I thought it was going to be not happy for me, so I bought people that would, like...
I wouldn't fare well. I would be completely useless in that situation.
And I think you would be meaner to my dad than he would expect.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to operate in that kind of...
Because you know too much.
Yeah, and I can't...
You can't not say it.
And then also, like, I might get jumped because these your people. Like, I'm at y'all shit. So I can't...
No. Everybody regarding my dad would be like, whack him again. Like, no. So, at this...
Fair.
The funny part about the graduation party is that he largely left me alone. He showed up 2 hours late, so whatever. But they had the sangria in one of those, like, spout containers. And I couldn't get it out. I guess a piece of fruit was stuck in the spout. And he's standing behind chatting, like, with uncles and shit. And they all see me struggling. So he's trying to say to me, like, Jasmine, you got to, like, shake it. But I'm blocking out his voice because I don't want to talk to you. He comes over, shakes the thing, pours my drink. And I go, thanks. And he goes, you're welcome. And then everybody outside erupts into laughter. Because this is a well-known family beat. And then so my other uncle was like, man, y'all need to squash that shit, man. He's like, man, that bullshit. Just go on, talk that shit out. And I was like, no. But he did help me do that. That was nice.
We should organize. Because clearly there's a pool, so they have enough backyard. We should organize a fight. And he gets nothing, but you get boxing gloves, weapons.
But he's strong. You got to tie his hands behind his back.
You get to choose 5 fighters.
So 4 fighters.
You get to choose people I would like to help. We can have weapons and nipples and socks and lemon.
You're not the first person to have this idea.
Oranges, razor blades, lemon juice, of course. And
I want him to be happy. I just want him to leave me the fuck alone.
I may overstep and say, I don't.
Oh, he fucks me up, man.
I be nice to my friend and you choose not to do that. So we are going to
knuckle the fuck up.
We're going to put some razor blades on your Achilles.
Oh, your Achilles is crazy.
You will never know peace.
I really want him to leave me alone. We'll be fine.
Okay.
But he's blocked, so and it's so funny because he owes, so I don't even think he knows he's blocked. I think he thinks I'm just ignoring him. But, like, I'm not getting none of this that you send to me.
Okay. Well, we're going to arrange something. We'll figure it out.
Yes, you were the third person to have this idea, so we could all just come together as a committee.
So, okay.
Was that you? Were you in the car with me when I threw eggs at his house that night?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Okay. Let's see. Booty hole. If you had to...
Is it a gay question?
Okay, let me make it gay then. Okay, fine. Damn. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I got to pivot. That wasn't the question I was going to ask. If you had...
You can ask both if it makes you happy.
Okay, because I don't have time to come into the game right now. I was going to say, if you had to go fight your arch nemesis, which cast member from Baddies would you call to come with you?
I don't watch that show.
I don't either, but I know enough.
But I know that Tommy can fight. Mm-hmm. And she probably would just do it off the strength. She and I wouldn't even have to be friends. I'd probably just be like, hey, I got a bitch for you to beat up. And she'd be like, you know what? That sounds so fun. And she would be on her way. She is just crazy enough to almost kill a motherfucker. And that's what I need. Mm-hmm. That's what I need.
I think me and Krishan are going to do Neo in. And also, I have
Neo as in... She makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up?
Yes. Oh. And we are going to break his fucking neck as the hair stand up on that motherfucker.
Oh, no. My arch nemesis, can it be the Baddies boys?
Ooh. Oh, because it's Jonathan.
Yeah.
We're getting... Actually, yes.
Jonathan?
Fuck the booty hole. Me and Jonathan, I'm not going to be much help, but I will be there for support. I'm going to fuck your nemesis up.
You know what? The person who I want to do a violence to the most is B. And if I could get Jonathan to whoop his ass... If I could, because B is an old country corn-fed ass nigga. He is a scrappy bitch. I need a nigga who gonna work his ass, and I need that nigga to be, because that nigga did me so dirty, I don't want nothing happy for you ever. Like, the fact that I'm willing to wish happiness on my dad, and he just leave me alone, I don't want nothing good for that bitch B ever. I hope his socks always wet. His name is in my freezer. Every other couple of months, I write his name down, put it in the freezer. His name is in one of my shoes, and every time I think about it, I go put my foot in the shoe. Fuck that bitch. I don't want nothing good for that bitch.
If you send Jonathan, that needs to be a federal crime. That Jonathan
Yep.
Them hands need to be certified.
He's in the wrong profession. Your ass needed to be down to somebody's gym.
Because why are you doing
hair? Yeah, he need to do MMA, UFC type shit. He may fuck around and kill somebody, though.
He might. If he get mad at
I saw him two-piece that nigga on that trailer commercial where he was like, like after he hit him, I said, oh! That's the type of nigga where it's like, you niggas are crazy. I'm finna go to my car and get my other gun. Because you can't do nothing but shoot a nigga that big. And that violent. Like,
no. As I've been getting well versed in the WNBA mess, there's a video of Brittany Griner trying to fight somebody during a game. The way that bitch ran for her fucking life on that basketball court, and Brittany Griner was chasing me.
I think about that all the time with Krishan too. Like Krishan, and I've said this before, Krishan is a bitch I'd run from. Krishan is a bitch that motherhood didn't change. So you mean to tell me motherhood didn't do shit for Krishan but make her stronger? I am not fucking with that
She's
bitch.
Like, I can do anything.
I had a baby. No, absolutely not. I would run like, you know how you get scared and run real fast on your tippy toes? Like that's what I would do. I would like a cartoon.
You know how you like run from something in your dreams and you feel like you can't just run fast enough? That video of Brittany Griner, I don't think y'all understand how big that girl is.
I see.
I went down a rabbit hole of her on TikTok. She's so big, and this is not me being like anything phobic. I think she has like a pituitary gland because she's like 6'8" or something crazy like that. To the point where she doesn't wear shirts to the pool. She does not have breasts. Like she didn't get them removed or anything. She doesn't have breasts, and she wears swimming trunks and no top to the pool.
Get out of town.
Like. No shirt.
Imagine a kid you birth becoming 6'8".
She's 6'8". Have you heard her voice? Her speaking voice?
Yeah.
It's deep. So, and I watched a lot of Discovery Health, so it's clearly something with her pituitary gland. Mm-hmm. Because she's not the only 6'7" bitch, but it's just like, I think something with her pituitary gland. That's how people get really, really tall. Mm-hmm. And also I learned that the tallest little person was also 6'7". They were a little person their whole life. Listen. They were a little person their whole life. I stumbled upon this boy who does dwarf history. The tallest dwarf. He was a dwarf his whole life. And because it was a problem with his pituitary gland, he, over a course of like 2-3 years, grew to 6'7", like damn near overnight.
God just be doing anything.
God be doing anything. So the people who are super tall, like the tallest man, that Asian man who's like 8 feet, some crazy feet tall, is a pituitary gland problem. And that's why like everything be kind of like off. And it's not that Brittany Griner. And it's also so weird how people are transphobic to the WNBA girls. Because they always are calling Brittany Griner a man when she's a woman. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure they've done a million physicals or whatever over the years, especially like her competitors or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But if she wanted to transition, y'all would still call her a woman. Y'all just want to do the opposite of whatever people don't ask you to do. Which is so nasty and so evil. Even the girlies who I saw in that really cute video and they was like dancing sexy red. It's like, oh, these niggas, like, cute as fuck. Like, Kalani Brown, did you see her body? Mm-mm. In my latest
That's the
video.
One with the blazer.
She had the no. Her name is Kaiser. But the girl,
one is fine.
She's pretty. Fine. And she also the girl Kalani Brown, she's chocolate. She had like the green like little sweatsuit on.
She basketball cash doll.
Basketball cash
glasses and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Very cute. The girl, the W girl is, again, I'm getting so well versed in the girls. Okay, let me think of something gay.
Something gay.
For our Pride
be
booty,
who you
our Pride booty hole.
Happy gay month because you gay and stuff.
Yeah. Damn, I can't think of a gay booty hole.
Gay booty hole.
Okay, who was on your gay Mount Rushmore?
In terms of like gays I look up to, or
just the iconic read.
Well, whatever it is, Queen Latifah. So
I was gonna say Queen Latifah.
Shout out to Queen Latifah. I saw you throwing that ass the other night, girl.
Queen planted them hands on her foot. I said, dang,
put that thing in a 3-point stance. I said, okay.
Janelle Monáe brings it out of everybody. Mm-hmm. I ain't never seen Dana act like that.
I saw that
Queen Latifah's definitely on my gay Mount Rushmore. I would say.
On my game,
I would say Amazing Grace, the person who played Wayman on
Does it have to
A Low
be
Down
girls?
Dirty Shame. No. Amazing Grace is a drag performer who was on A Low Down Dirty Shame. Wayman. Mm-hmm. Wayman's on mine.
What about, what's his name? Watch Me Twirl Daddy. He passed away.
Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan is on mine.
Leslie Jordan.
And then
I guess one more lesbian.
On my gay Mount Rushmore. I don't really be into white lesbians like that. They behave poorly.
I guess. Oh no. The famous lesbian girlies don't be outside of Queen. Don't be having a black
villain, Lori Lightfoot. Is she gay? She out? She gay?
If she ain't, then I don't know what out is.
But just this sheer unseriousness of like her fucking clothes and the way she be acting and looking at people. It is iconic. Memes on memes on memes for days.
She's been quiet. Oh, because she's not mayor no more. I'm like, oh, we ain't seen her in a while.
She's not mayor no more.
She's not mayor, but she was a very okay. Gay villains. Favorite gay villains.
Gay villains. I mean, I have favorite gay villains. I could just talk about some gay villains. That guy, George Santos. He was just
the
doing
congressman.
Yes.
Or senator. Was he a senator or congressman?
I forget. I don't know. But gay and a villain. Who else is a villain? You know who I thought was gay? Very cunty.
Who? Scar
from The Lion King.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, gay villain.
For sure.
Gay villain.
Definitely a gay villain.
We got to talk about Kanye West later and his racist dick. Did you see that?
I disengage as I do with most Kanye news. I can't, baby. You're done. Kanye.
It's crazy. That will make people like him more.
Sadly. And honestly, if you still rocking with Kanye, there's really nothing that can deter you.
I think we can talk about it later, but I think it unlocked a different perspective of like sadness for me and him. I'm not sad for him, but like he's sad. Like you seem sad.
He's tormented.
Yeah. More than we'll talk about it later. But more gay villains. Who's a good gay villain? I'm drawing a blank here on gay villains.
I thought this would be easier, but it's
not.
It's
and
plenty.
I'm also quite tired. So
it's plenty of mean gays though. Yeah, we've been here for quite some time.
For a while.
I'm
not cooking.
Oh yeah, that's done.
I'm not doing that shit.
I think I'm gonna give me some tacos to go.
That sounds on the brand.
Kind of morning too, so just gonna.
Faded pictures in a broken glass.
Yeah, I can't think, and it's like a bunch of mean fucking. You know, how I love the mean gays. On TikTok, the mean gays.
Yes, where it's like, stop playing that song.
Stop! You don't know that
I'm serious. Stop it.
Stop. I love the mean. Do you watch the skits of the girl and the guy who do the liberal parents find out their son is straight?
I've only seen like one of those.
So funny. It was one that they did for Pride Month this month. So funny.
Yeah.
So funny. I guess we could put Opio on our Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, Opio. Yeah.
That darn Opio.
He's so fine.
So fine. The gays have all the fun.
Me and a nigga got into it the other night. So, toxic thing that I do when I'm in an argument with my partner is, and I don't see myself changing it. Like, you know how you have a bad behavior and it's like, I enjoy this about myself, so I'm going to keep doing it. When I get mad enough, I will just mysteriously leave the house. Like, even if you got my location, I'm just going to go somewhere that I know you're not sure of what it is, just to like, create some catastrophe in the relationship.
Yes, we've done that together, remember?
Yes, we have. See, So I got mad and I was like, where can I go that like I wouldn't be like in danger of like ruining my relationship, but also he don't know where it is. So if I gotta say where I was, then like it won't be a problem. So I went to the gay bars. I just walked and I was late at night. It was like midnight and I was like, I'm leaving. Like I'm leaving. I'm very take my ball and go home. First of all, the security guard outside was clearly overtly heterosexual. Not security guard, the policeman. And I was walking in and he was like, you a gay? And I was like, a little. And he's like, all right, man, go inside. So I was like, okay, like I didn't come here for you anyway. So I go inside and
Now they're doing gay checks at the door. They strict.
Right. So I go inside. I sit down. The music is great. I never had been in there before, but the music was fantastic. I get my $20 cocktail and I'm sitting down. I'm just like looking at location bubbles and typing me messages and deleting them and just backspacing. Sure. The general things. Man, first of all, I looked a mess. And I saw everybody in there who didn't look a mess clock that I look a mess. And I really just wanted to yell out loud. I live down the street, and I just came here because I was angry. This is not my final form.
Well, you should have formed a little bit more.
But I should have formed. I had taken my braids out, so I had like, I had my like pashmina on my head, and I kind of styled it so it looked like I did it on purpose, which is cute when I wear my pashmina on my head. But I styled it, and then I put earrings on, like little charms and things, and I had like my little yoga set. Like, so if I had went to sit at a straight place, then nobody would care.
But
they was looking at me like,
Pride Month.
Right, they were looking at me like, oh, honey. Like, you know how, like, the classic, like, trope where you come into a gay bar looking crazy and they're like, let's give you a makeover. Like, I'm sure they wanted to do that. But somebody started throwing counts in the bar.
I would have loved that.
And that made me so happy.
I love when the gays throw counts.
Yes. And I'm like, you know what? This is what straight bars are missing. It's people just unabashedly, like, being themselves. It was so wonderful. And it wasn't even good counts for real because he was drunk. They was all drunk. So it wasn't even like...
I would have been right behind him catching the count.
Yeah, but it was a fun time. It was a fun time. But I think that's going to be my thing now. Is just like going to sit at gay bars.
I want to do something gay. This like celebratory. Shut up. Am I a joke to you?
A little.
I was saying I want to go to a gay event and support the girls.
Do you want to just go to the gay bars?
Yeah, we can do that. I want to support and be there.
One of the gay bar that I was trying to go to apparently burned down.
Okay.
And so like when I walked up to the door, like a gay just kind of popped out from behind something like a little gay mythical bridge gnome. It was like, you know, it burned down. I was like, no, I didn't know it burned down. He's like, yeah, I can't go. He's just dancing, no music.
It's so much fun. So one time I've been to a gay club, I got kicked out.
For what? What did you do to these people?
I didn't do nothing. I've told this story before because it is very squeaky. I thought it was me. There's a big underground D9 in Tallahassee.
Yes, the
Miakas, the Men of Delta. What's the Boy Zetas called? The Boy Zetas.
Being a Boy Zeta is crazy.
It is crazy, but there are Boy Zetas. I forgot their name, but they have their own set Friday at the gay club on Saturdays. Like they have to the point. The Miakas have studied us so hard that there's like a specific pink that we get for like our boots and our other shit. They found the pink, like whatever the specific pink code was. They had that pink. They come to all of our, like if we've seen after graduation, they're there. Well, back in the day with camcorders, they know all of our songs. They know all of our shit. They know
that's kind of insane.
They do all of our strolls. And again, these are grown ass niggas. So like I can't beat your ass. I'm just very, very amused. So one day, it was
because like what are y'all gonna do about it?
Like we can't really do nothing about it. And, like we can't really sue. I think we've tried to sue. I think they tried to sue us. They
trying to sue y'all
for membership. But it's like y'all are boys. There are boy ones. Do the boy ones. And
the boy ones won't have them when they all out and proud.
Miakas actually have their own organization. They have conferences and everything. That's neither here nor there. Right? So I went to the gay club because the campus had a party, and like during the let out, I was like, I'm gonna slip into the edge. Not the edge. What was it called? Roxy. I'm slipping out Roxy real quick. They were having set Friday. When I tell you, I don't know if it was like Nucky Buck or like a Unity stroll, like, or what's the name of the stroll? One More Chance by Biggie. Like that's like our school's Unity stroll. Everybody has a stroll too, like a sexier stroll. When I tell you they were doing our shit like it was us, so I'm just sitting here like, wow, this is so intriguing. They're like, get that bitch out of here.
What did you didn't say anything?
No, they knew I was an AKA. So I got kicked out of the gay club. It was funny as fuck. I'm like, look, I don't want to joke. I'm just amused because I'm cool with some of them. So I'm just like, y'all really in here doing this shit?
Child.
And again, I can't beat y'all ass. So I'm just gonna sit here.
What was I gonna do about it? Yeah,
that shit. I don't know who I was with. Who was I with? But I got kicked out. I knew how to get the fuck up out of there, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Y'all got it.
Yeah,
that shit was so funny.
Man,
we kind of tired, huh?
I'm so exhausted, man. It's just like,
how long we been going, friend?
This would be a little ass episode.
See, now you would know. You would know if you had.
If you wasn't over there looking at booty cheeks.
No, but had you cut when you finished the first thing and then did this, you would know how long we've been over here.
You would know. Yeah, over there listening.
Well, how long we been, friend?
The first one was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, ballpark. See, you trying to do the math. Oh,
for this episode, or for the whole thing combined?
Fuck. So we gotta get 10 more minutes. We gotta get people 10 more minutes. Okay, fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, kill who?
Gay edition. Maybe not. Wait, we can do it. I'm ready. Slide some men in there too, I guess, to make it funny.
I guess. If Coleman Domingo would have me.
If Coleman would have me in them suits, we can share stylists.
on.
Okay.
I put his suit on. I wear that. Everything he got on, I put that on.
I can wear that. Okay.
Yeah.
RuPaul. Pray Tell. What's Pray Tell? I forgot. I just completely left my brain. What's Pray Tell real name?
Billy Porter.
Billy Porter. RuPaul and dang, who's like an old problematic gay? It's the third person. I was gonna say James Baldwin, but he's too damn old.
No, I got that. I can do James Baldwin.
No, but he don't match the.
Yes, he do, kinda.
Look like gay uncles in Hollywood. Who's somebody older and gay?
And out.
And out.
I can't think of nobody right now. I think I'm having a brain fart. I'm
having my brain. Okay, Luther.
Yeah. I heard Luther was mean.
I can believe it. Luther.
But I guess I'd be mean.
Oh, okay. Luther, Donnie McClurkin. RuPaul.
That's fuck, Mary, kill?
No. That don't match either. Who the fuck? I can't find three of the same kind of brand.
Because gays are not a monolith, okay? We're all different. I'm fucking with you.
I was like, whoa.
She was like, oh, hey. Oh, man.
I was going to do... Church gays would have been too problematic.
Would it have been? Fuck them.
I couldn't think of three. I can't think of three. I can get two. Three? Okay.
Would you fuck that weird pastor lady?
No.
Good.
Because we ain't going to be finishing. You get it preaching to me. We just did
she probably just
gay.
Strapping you and hitting you in the head with the Bible. She probably just be, the power of Christ compels you.
Okay. Dawn Staley, the basketball coach lady.
She fine.
Queen Latifah.
She fine. Uh-huh.
Dang, I can't think of a third fine older stud.
Give me one more. I got that. Just say Lori Lightfoot so I can kill her.
I know, like whoever I pick is gonna get killed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess
fuck Mary.
Fuck Mary. Yeah, fuck Mary.
We're gonna kill Lori Lightfoot. We're gonna put her in there. We're gonna kill her. She's out. Who am I marrying? I don't know. Queen Latifah seems like a good lay.
She seems like a good time.
She's having a good time. You know what? I would have to fuck Dawn Staley because I'm not into sports, and it seems like that would be what she would want to talk about.
Yeah. So the second turnover, hey.
Yeah, and I'm not good at being in relationships with people when I don't enjoy what you do for work. I don't find it interesting.
I'm not even going to assume her sexuality because nothing is confirmed that lady's a lesbian.
I'm going to assume her sexuality, and I'm going to say...
Because she was just on stage with the tank. Who called... Oh, Plies. Plies just called her on stage.
Everybody thinks Plies is a good time.
Let me tell you something about Plies.
Man, stop saying it. Stop saying it. Stop saying it.
What happening, baby? This your little old Plies.
Oh, my God. He is attractive ugly to me.
What?
Like he's
ugly?
No, I mean
Plies?
Let me start. Okay, he's not ugly, but he's handsome, but in a weird way. I'm pissing you off. I'm sorry.
I just got so upset.
I'm sorry that you're obsessed with Plies.
I am from Florida. Don't you ever disrespect.
I'm not disrespecting Florida. I'm just saying
yes, you is.
Plies is not you is. Oh my God. Don't pull out a knife.
You is. I'm telling you, you is.
I don't know. He's okay. Let me change it. He's an unconventional handsome. I like Plies. I think he's great. Sorry, I upset you and all the Floridians.
Okay, who would you?
I made you mad for real. You know, stop rubbing your collarbone.
I'm so tired.
I'm so exhausted.
Who would you live your happily ever after with and to be who you are for your pride? What? Like, I guess.
Real person or celebrity?
Celebrity, because a real person might get too real. You got a real person.
I'll tell you later. Celebrity. If she was gay, which I don't know, but Tracy Ellis Ross.
That would be a nice sugar mama.
She's a little too old for me, but I don't care. She's hot. She likes to travel. She likes to be outside. I am a be by the pool, have a cocktail, be in paradise type of girl. It seemed like it would be my type of vibe. I feel like we could be friends, but also I'm wondering if that's like a mommy issue thing because she reminds me a lot of my mom.
Oh,
so I'm like weird. So actually, I take it back.
Weird.
I take it back.
It just got weird.
I take it back. It did get weird. I had to work through that really fast. You have to watch Hacks.
Unpack, repack.
You have to watch Hacks. Please watch it so we can talk about it. It's a show about a female comedian. It's really great.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real good. And a female comedy writer. So it's really great.
Okay.
Let's see if I can live my happily ever.
Like,
Megan the Stallion. And Megan the Stallion.
I think
we would make a beautiful life together. Somehow we would make a baby
too much
with
ass.
both of our. For who?
For both of us. Because honestly, she's probably my answer too.
Yeah,
and that's also, either way, it's too much ass.
We'd have a beautiful family.
Oh gosh, she's so tall.
And I would just be so small.
I'm just so small.
I'm just so small. I'd be so little, but it'd be me.
And I talk about how short I am, and I enjoy how small and dainty I am, because it's the only thing on me that's still small, and it's not going to change, first of all.
You're an idiot.
For real. But it was so, I know I'm short, and I'm shorter than most people, but I'm not the shortest person. The way that people act like I am just some kind of hobbit.
You are the shortest person that a lot of people know.
I'm not that short.
Nobody's saying that, but I'm saying, like, I know a person shorter than you.
Who?
My stepmom. That's it. I don't know people shorter than you for real. So, like, you have to think about, like I don't have the biggest ass in the world, but for most people, I'm the biggest booty friend they got.
Not me, because I got booty.
Period.
But I'm just, the way people act like I'm just some kind of circus act.
You are quite short.
It's so funny. And maybe people think, just because they think I'd be taller, because of my personality, and then they see how short I am, maybe that's what the knee-jerk reaction.
Oh my God, sorry.
Yeah, because when I went to the bathroom, we went to Tulum instead of the concert or whatever. I went to the bathroom, I tweeted about it, and it was so funny, and she found my tweet. Because I went to the bathroom, and I come out, and she's like, oh. First off, people would just recognize me left and right, and I was just like, okay.
That's overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming for me every time I'm out, because I be thinking I'm having a good time and being weird, because I be doing weird shit.
I've been out with you.
So once, and like,
I be doing weird shit too.
But like, I be doing weird shit, and I be forgetting that people can see me. So when I'm out being weird, and then I realize that people know who I am, now I'm like, oh, now I'm not safe. Now I can't just dig in my nose or something.
Don't do that anyway.
No, that nose getting dug in. I'm digging it.
That's so
y'all, okay, I got something nasty to say. Yesterday, I was digging in my nose, and when you have nose ring, your nose just be diggable. And I flicked the booger, and I heard the booger hit the wall.
You're disgusting.
It was like...
You be flicking boogers when you come to my house?
No.
That felt like a lie.
But you always are in eyesight of me when I'm at your house.
So you just digging secret boogers?
At home?
And flicking them?
I be flicking.
Did you go get the booger off the wall?
No. I didn't know where it landed.
So there's a booger in there now. See, this is my fear. See what I was talking about when I did the joke about the booger wall? This is the type of shit that I'm talking about.
But I don't organize it. It just falls where it meant.
You keep a booger wall.
That's fine.
It's a booger wall.
Okay. One booger don't make it a booger wall.
Could never be a booger wall.
I could just...
That's so nasty.
It's probably a booger all the time. You probably just touch boogers all day.
No, I don't. I go get my boogers with a Q-tip, and I put
a Q-tip?
Yes, and I put said booger in the trash.
I'm sorry. There's nothing more satisfying than a booger, like getting a booger with my nail. I know it's gross.
I saw this girl on TikTok. It has changed the way that I operate with my fingernails, honestly. This girl on TikTok was talking about how when she was little, and it's so funny because she sings the word pinworms, but she was talking to her mom one day, and she was biting her nails, and her mom was like, stop, you're gonna get pinworms. And then she was like, so I went and looked up what pinworms were, and no, I don't bite my nails because I don't want to get pinworms. And she said pinworms over and over and over again, to the point where I had to then go look at what a pinworm was. And apparently pinworms live under your nails, and you can't see them, and they're microscopic, but they're tiny, tiny little worms. And so when you bite your nails, you do things where you put your fingers in your orifices, you're getting those worms in your body. So now I'm just very cautious about what I do with my nails because I don't want to get pinworms.
Are those the ones that show up in your butthole?
Yes. People have pinworms in their butthole. Yeah, pinworms. I'm going to see if I can find. See, now I'm about to pull one of yours so you can see this video.
You know, this shit don't gross me out. Let me see the worms, baby.
But what if the pinworms get in your nose?
I've been digging in my nose for 30 years. I think I'll be okay. And like having a nose ring is just like I have to get pinworms. That's fine.
Worms. Girl. Maybe that'll be her.
Is that her?
I do not bite my nails because my mom told me I would get pinworms if I bit my nails, and it scared me so bad that it never became a habit because every time I started biting my nails, I would think about pinworms.
Pinworms.
One of those lies that parents tell their children to get them to stop doing something, like when they tell you that it's illegal to turn the lights on in the car, and it's not. But that was not the case. It was a true thing. If you bite your nails and you want to be scared into stopping, allow me to tell you about pinworms. This is a pinworm.
Why does she keep saying it like that?
They live in your intestine if you have a pinworm infection. They don't live in your intestines if you don't have a pinworm infection.
Because she's talking regular, but when she says pinworm, pinworm.
And that has changed my life. That pinworm. Every time I reach towards my face or towards my mouth, I go pinworms, and I'm like, ah! And then somebody else made a video, and it was more of an informative video. It wasn't funny. Nobody was going pinworms, but they talked about, because sometimes I will forget to put my house shoes on, and I will just walk about. And so they did a video about like how pinworms and other like floor worms can enter your body through the soles of your feet. And so then I'm like, every time now I don't have my Crocs on or my house shoes, I'm like, pinworms. So pinworms are ruining my life. Everything I think about now is like pinworms. Like I took my foot out of my Grillmaster 3000 at the movies to scratch it because it was itchy and the bottom of my foot touched the movie theater floor, and it said pinworms. And I was like, pinworms.
Honestly,
yes,
I just got the YOLO with it because it's
no. You're just gonna get the
pinworms. At this point, if I have not had pinworms by now, then I just ain't getting them.
I mean, I'm sure you have pinworms. It's just not affecting your life.
That's fine, because like there's a technique to the.
What if it's pinworms in your boogers, and now you got pinworms living on your wall?
Honestly, it's nothing I love than a good healthy booger.
All right, well, this has been.
At least I don't eat them. Some people eat them.
My cousin used to keep them in a Pokeball.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I know it smells crazy in there. I know it smells crazy. That's disgusting. Honestly, I live in my truth. I pick my nose. I don't care.
Disgusting. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, okay.
We're very tired, you guys.
I'm so tired.
I'm so exhausted. And I'm expected to cook food when I get home. That's real. I'm not going to do it. I'm not.
Well,
bye. So you've already liked the podcast.
And subscribed. Okay, but next.
You have to share the podcast. We need the people to share the podcast.
I tell everybody. Tell everybody.
What's the next part? I'm the podcast. Or something. Podcast. No, share this bitch, please, right now, immediately.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Bye.